to a new episode. Today, though, we are just going to be kind of preparing for the new game, F123. And I decided I'm going to do like a series or a playlist where, not a playlist, that's a song. I'm just going to have like a series of games, and every Monday and Thursday I'll release a new episode where I'm just kind of, going around my team career mode. I've been thinking of names to call it, and I've come up with Bristol Motors. Pretty happy with it. I think there used to be a classic car company in like the 60s and stuff, but they're now an F1 team. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to hire people like Lando Norris, because he's Bristolian. But yeah, so I'm just getting the livery sorted, and I'm trying to decide the settings I'll need for the new game, and so I'm just kind of new to all this My Team career stuff, because for the past year or 3 years I've been playing, I've just been doing my driver normal career mode. So for the next game I'm going to be doing My Team career mode, which should be quite fun. A bit more stuff to manage and look after. Keeping my teammate happy, keeping the team happy and fast. We might win a few world championships if we're lucky, maybe. We're definitely going to put it on the midfield section. And Q1 puts us in P1. I think I've definitely got the difficulty settings too low, because we're like the third slowest team. Because as I said, I've picked midfield team, so I'm just going to check at the beginning of this qualifying 2. And yeah, it's on 96, so it's not nearly hard enough. So at the end of this session, I'm going to put it back up to 100, which is my normal kind of tricky, but still managing to get good results kind of difficulty. So as we go and start our Q2 lap, I've learnt from, or at least I think I've learnt from our Q1 session with the braking points, but as you can see there, I kind of brake late into the first corner. So it compromises the second turn in the chicane, and I just run a bit wide. But we do that chicane section very nicely, the high-speed chicane one. Got the high-speed corner coming up. This one's pretty easy to manage. Just going around a long hairpin pretty much. This one's a bit more tricky, as you got to... Oh, but I hit the wall! Oh, and I hit both walls! I've completely knocked off my front wing. That could be Q2 over for me, and I haven't even set a lap yet. I'm going to have to go to the pits and see how much more time I've got left. I think I only had 3 minutes when I left the garage in the first place, so we're going to have to see. Alright, we've just repaired the front wing, and we've only got 30 seconds left. There's no point of even trying to do anything, so Carlos Sainz, P1 and Q2. I'm just going to, as I said, turn up the difficulty to 100, because... Q1, P1, and I'm in the third slowest car.
So here we are,
not what you want to be doing.
You today to one of the jewels of the Arab world, Jeddah, one of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca, and one of the biggest ports in the region. And now, host to the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today.
This is race time now in our Bristol Motors Formula 1 car. I'm just going to put on my Jeddah race setup so that we can, because qualifying in race really should have different setups. I think Jeddah's the only circuit though where I've bothered to change the setup for the race, because this is one of my fastest tracks. So as we go underway, we're around Magnussen and Schumacher, kind of in a Haas sandwich, in which the lights go out as they do as expected. We go as expected, although we are a little bit slow. As you can see, our teammate does get us into that leading into the first corner, as we again are in a Haas sandwich, kind of being squeezed by the two, and we're hit by, I think, Kevin Magnussen, up ahead, because Max had a slow qualifying. We've now got to deal with Verstappen, so maybe drive a bit more carefully around him. Probably not going to make an overtake on him, but we're just going to have to stick to his rear wing, potentially have DRS. as Will invites me to his game, but I'm going to keep that in because he deserves that. And we're thinking of a move on Verstappen, and we go round him, and we also potentially go around Tsunoda if he doesn't squeeze out the door on us, and he does let us by. He kind of just let us happen there. He should have really shut the door. There was no place being back there, but I'm not complaining. We're ahead of Tsunoda and Verstappen now. As we, I think we're now. Oh no, he tries fighting back, and then he collides with Zhou Guanyu, I think, and that's Pierre Gasly there next. I think we might be too wide there, coming up to Bottas ahead now, as Bottas has clearly overtaken his teammate Zhou Guanyu, unsurprisingly, as he is definitely the faster driver. Going through the high-speed chicane section here, we're definitely really catching on to Bottas, as you can see here as we're having DRS. Oh no, we don't have DRS this lap, that's unexpected. I didn't realise that, so we're just going to have to do this with our electrical and our speedy driving. He wants me to, Will really wants me to play F1 with him, but little does he know I'm actually recording a video. So you'll probably see this, Will, and you'll know that I was recording a video as you were uploading, as we make a beautiful move on Ricciardo, and we are now deep into the points. Ocon next, and then Hamilton, probably Alonso ahead of there. They're probably battling out just like old times, having a right fun race together, as we do make the move on Ocon and we make it stick fairly easily. Now we just got to try and get into Alonso's DRS, which we do already pretty quickly. Already getting into his DRS, in fact. He's just 3 or 4 tenths up the road. Do this resulting in a crash or something going wrong here, so I might just stay back and wait for a big opportunity to come across, because you know how much Fernando and Hamilton don't really like each other. So as we go into the first corner, Hamilton actually goes for he actually locks up into the first corner there, so Alonso and myself is ahead of Hamilton, although he has the much faster car, and he manages to squeeze ahead for a little while, but of course we have the inside of the corner, so we can just outbrake him. And now we've just got to re-hunt down Fernando Alonso, as he also slipped past Russell. Pretty close of DRS now. I think we're going to go for the move down the inside. Oh wow, he really did not leave us space, but in fairness, he had no, he didn't need to, because that was a bit late for me. That was definitely my fault. If there was any collision there, any damage, that definitely would have been my fault. But he's going to have an attempt for the go around the outside into the final DRS zone, and Hamilton potentially, but he's boxed in by me and Alonso, so he can't move any faster. And of course I have DRS on Alonso now, so I'm going to have the nice run down. This time he leaves me space. I try and leave him as much space as possible, but he isn't having any of it. But actually no, I lied, he is having it, as he's 4 tenths behind. We come into the pits for some fresh hards, and we're going to try and get past him in the pits, because he's on older tyres now. So as we come in for a new pair of, I think it's hards, yeah, it's hards. Although we do have a problem with our front right. That's going to be massive impact to us.
There seems to have been a problem attaching the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us though and finish this race strong.
'Really some of the best fighting I've ever had with an AI car on F1 22 without crashing once. We've been fighting now for about like 3 laps, going always swapping through the braking points of the DRS zone, as we're trying to get into his DRS zone again on the 4th lap, I think, trying to get ahead and stay ahead as we clip the wall just like we do in Q2. That was dangerously close to being a repeat of what happened in qualifying. We just about have DRS by 5 tenths. And we're going to definitely try and get him on the first pit wall main straight. So we're just lining him up with DRS now. Oh, a little bit wide there. That could have been a spin, definitely. And as we activate DRS and electrical, or potentially thinking about what we need to do with electrical, approaching Hamilton, braking a little bit later than he is, but also wider. And it doesn't matter though, because we do manage to get that move done on the pit wall straight with a normal overtake, but he does kind of fight back there, going down the inside. I still stick for the move though, as he, yeah, he's just quite comfortable behind now, probably until the next straight. Definitely going to manage to get this move down the inside done, as I try and brake a little bit later than him, as he has a slightly higher space. And we do manage to actually outbrake him as we're on the outside of the corner. We have a little bit of a spin from the tyres though. Doesn't amount to anything, as we do manage to get ahead. But once again, he has DRS on the pit wall straight, and he's coming up rapidly behind us. This time he's learnt from what I did, and he's gone to the outside. But I'm on the inside now, and for some reason he's not really fighting back. Just kind of slitting behind the car, but this time he is fighting back. As I have a kick from the rear tyres. He's right on my rear wing. Again, for the main straight. So he's once again going around the outside of me. He's really liking the outside. I've just realised I've properly lined him up for the pit wall straight, as he's going to go ahead of me for the fastest lap. Oh no, because I have DRS on him for some reason, and electrical, so now this should be pretty good actually. I just have one more lap to defend him and use all of my ERS. Well, he is, oh my goodness, he is rapidly catching behind. I need to kind of brake for DRS here. Maybe let him pass. No, I think he's a bit too far back for that. I'm just going to have to bin it with all my electrical down the main straight. He comes wheel to wheel with me with his DRS and potentially ERS activated. But I come across ahead of him to take P5, get those points back to the team, and yeah, take that P5 away from Hamilton, most importantly. Lovely.
A sterling effort from the team and a magnificent drive to secure victory here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Know what they're doing out there.
Lovely. Although, as I said earlier, this isn't going to be a continued series on this game, because this is just kind of a practice episode of my team, if you know what I mean, for the new game. So, yeah, the new game comes out, and you will know what kind of content I'll be posting. So, make sure you subscribe if you've watched it this far, like the video, maybe tell me some ideas for future videos on this game before the new one comes out, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to say now is